Guys, so for the next 5 days, right over here, I'm going to be making just one trade every single day for the next week. And I'm doing this to prove that the path to profitability is much simpler than most people think. It's not studying more entries, taking 3 to 5 setups a day and dedicating your entire life to the charts. No, the thing that got me from 50K in debt to making over 30K a month in trading all came down to just one thing: taking one stupidly simple trade every morning. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So for the next week, I'm going to be taking just one trade a day, explaining every setup I take and showcasing the real power of one trade a day. Because remember, one trade a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. All right, guys, today is Monday. Very, very super duper pumped to hop on the charts today. Let's just go ahead and see exactly what it is that we have for today before we start getting into some technical analysis. Currently, if we... No, guys, today is a bank holiday. I really should start forming the habit of checking my charts before I wake up to trade. Today is a bank holiday. There's definitely nothing to take, but let's actually see what price action had for us today. It's a bank holiday. Let's see if we would have been cooked or clipped. So this is the price action from today. Charts opened up at 7, hopped on right after 8:30 because that's when the market gets volatile. Okay, drop down to the 3-minute time frame. These look like equal highs. If this was an actual sweep, then this short entry here would have worked, but these are equal highs, so don't take that. Let's look at gold. Gold just dumped. Doesn't take Asia or London low. Guys, yeah, today was a bank holiday, so this is not how I wanted to start off the challenge, but it's fine though, because one trade a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. Monday was quick, short. We woke up, looked at the charts. First thing we seen is that it's a bank holiday. We're not going to force anything. We're going to stay disciplined. And what we're simply going to do is we're just going to come back tomorrow. But in the meantime, I will be recording exactly how much we make every single day on this whiteboard over here. So today is Monday. We didn't place a single trade. Break even or no trade days will be marked in black. Winning days will be marked in blue, and losing days will be marked in red. So Monday was our first break even day, -0. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. To showcase that, bring this a little closer. Boom. Showcase that we didn't place a single trade today. And then tomorrow, we'll do the same thing. Hopefully tomorrow will be a green day. I'll use the blue, mark out for tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I expect all blues this week. But with that being said, man, I'm off to the gym. There was no trade today. There was really nothing for us. If we were trading today, I'll show you exactly how I would have done that top-down analysis, so I don't just leave you guys hanging with nothing on Monday. Okay, this is how you do top-down analysis. Learn this, everybody. Masterclass, live. Boom. On the hourly time frame, where are we and where are we coming from? This is where we're coming from. We're coming from this 1 hour gap. Where are we? We are at this high. So is it a stretch to say that we want price action to do this and then come lower? Or we want price action to do this and then continue higher. No, it's not a stretch because where are we coming from? This 1 hour gap, where are we going? To this high. Now that we know that, what is our bias on the day, ladies and gentlemen? Bullish. Cool. Drop to the 5-minute time frame. On the 5-minute time frame, it's like, okay, we're coming from here, this 1 hour gap. We low-key don't want London lows to be taken. What do we want to be swept instead? Maybe these lows. To take us higher to hit our draw. If our draw here gets taken, we're fine. So we already know price edges us, comes lower. Sweep something, do we get an inversion? No inversion. Boom. Now are we gonna go hit our TP? Oh, we're caught up with time. But yeah, so if it wasn't a bank holiday, we would actually be in these longs. Why? Because this is where we're coming from, where we are going. We have not hit the objective. Instead, we created equal lows, use our TT indicator, boom, perfect, reacting off of our channel, and boom, straight to TP. Yeah, so with that being said, that's Monday. See y'all boys tomorrow, Tuesday. I'm off to the gym, man. Deuces. All right. So today is day 2. Ugh. Whew. Today is day 2. If we'll come over here and look at the calendar, we're all clear for today. This is AUD, nothing really for USD. So price action looks straight today. We're all clear for today, so we can start marking up our charts. So what I like to do, how I like to do my top-down analysis is where are we coming from versus where are we going? So if we take a look at NQ, let me move this guy down here. If we take a look at NQ, where are we coming from? Coming from relative equal highs. So where have we gone? One hour gap right here. So where are we going? 1 hour gap that we rejected right here. Simple. We're clearly bearish. Accumulation, manipulate lower, sweep of liquidity here. Break of structure. So this 1 hour gap should be stronger than this 1 hour gap, but we will see. Drop down to the 5-minute time frame. 5-minute time frame is even more beautiful. London low swept Asia low, displaced higher. We've taken out Asia high. Cool, rejecting off this 1 hour. Look on the 15-minute. We swept this on the 15-minute. We're displacing higher. We're definitely bullish. Let's see if we can find some type of continuation entry to go higher. So this is probably what I'm looking for. I want to get in on this entry here. Like a 5-minute inverse or something like that. This is what I'm looking for. Something like this. But we'll see. Obviously, you never know. Let me look at gold. Look how gold broke out of this pennant. Gold looks like it's just accumulating. Each time we come anywhere close to these highs, we reject. Each time we come anywhere by these lows, we reject. So if that's the case, so if that is the case for gold today, ugh, okay. Might need to go to a higher time frame for this. Yeah, we're just ranging. We have swept some lows. We could go lower. Sweep these. And then again, these. Definitely could go lower. So maybe for gold, what I want to see is this. We'll see. All right. That's all my analysis for the day. NQ looks like the better option. All right. Let's wait. Let's stay patient. Okay, guys, so what's actually going on with NQ right now? NQ has inversed this 5-minute gap to the upside. And could we just take it higher? We could. Hopefully we don't, because I don't like this entry. Technically, this is our trade setup. We've gotten a sweep of liquidity. We've closed above an FEG while also staying above Asia session high with a clear target to the upside. But that's pattern trading. You have to understand that that's pattern trading. If you take this, which by the way, I don't know the outcome of this trade because it could work. But I just don't like the stop loss. This is my first TP. It's disgusting. And then there's this 1 hour gap. I don't know how well price is going to blow past this. We could just blow past this and win. Or maybe you go break even here and then it stops you out at break even. Instead, what I'm going to wait is because I think we go much higher than these London highs. I can just hope price maybe does this. Some type of continuation model, right? Because my target isn't these highs. That's just my break-even point or my first target. So if price is not gonna like give us an entry before hitting that point, I'm still willing to take longs even after we've taken out this high. Why? Because it's this relative equal highs that's my target. Is this even all-time highs? Let's see. Yep, and that's also all-time highs. Yep. So let's see what price gives us. Maybe we could get our continuation model after all, but we're gonna wait and we're going to be patient. Let's look at gold. Gold is just chopping up at this level. Don't take longs on this, guys. So don't pattern trade. The reason I wouldn't take longs on this is because I actually want these lows taken. Look on GC. About relative equal lows. So if anything, I'm looking to short the market. So once you long this, I'm shorting this. That's just on gold. I want to see this on gold. I'm literally giving y'all the sauce of my entire strategy. How I use session levels aligned with multi-time frame analysis and fair value gaps to trade. Let's see what Nasdaqistan wants to do here. A, guys, what is this? High, low, higher high, sweep of the low, inverse. I'll take this if it gives it to us. If it gives it to us, I'll take that. Let's see, let's wait, let's see, let's wait. Okay, so I'm looking at gold. If NQ rips without us, this sucks. But we could get potential shorts from all-time highs, but I want too long to all-time highs. It doesn't want to give me a continuation model to it. But looking at gold, guys, this is how you use the fib. Pay attention. We're taking notes. When you come into the market and you're looking to trade, right, you have to ask yourself, where are we and where are we coming from? And then with those two questions, if you can get an answer to where are we and where did we come from, you can potentially get an answer to where are we going. Where are we? We're trading lower. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, we're taking out some lows. Where are we coming from? We're coming from a level of support down to a level of resistance. If we go on the 5 minute, where are we? This is that low that I was talking about. Where are we coming from? Well, let's look. London session high. London accumulated. We manipulated lower here, put in a low, went all the way up to sweep this liquidity point. Clean sweep. Sweep of liquidity to come back lower and break structure. Break of structure. Okay. Where could we now be going? Price is bearish until our objective, which in my opinion is this relative equal lows, has been taken. So what can I expect? I take my dandy little fib tool. I draw from high to low. Guys, where's the 0.5? The 0.5 aligns beautifully with this 5 minute fair value gap. And the 0.6 to 0.8 also aligns beautifully with this 5 minute gap above. If we were to stay bearish, I need this gap here to hold. What is our entry model? The session liquidity model. Cool. If we're trading the session liquidity model, what do we need? This is Asia sessions low. That means this is our bias on the day. Sweep of these highs, tap, reject, TP. This is what you want to see on gold. This is how you come into the market using the session liquidity model I've taught you, plus the knowledge you know about fair value gaps, fibs, all of that. Just add it together to help you build a narrative. I'm not actually trying to trade the fib. I don't actually trade fair value gaps. I trade the session liquidity model, but I'm showing you how to use the session liquidity model, which is just simply an entry. Session liquidity model is not do or die. It's simply just an entry. And that's how you use it to create your bias. So now we swept London lows here and we're inversing whatever. Maybe on the 3 minute, there's a solid trade here. Yeah, there could be. This is a trade where I'll tell you, go for a 1-to-1. This trade could win for a 1-to-1. But you better hold it for just a 1-to-1. That's all it'll give you. A 1-to-1. I could give you a lot more. I don't know. I can't actually predict these markets. You get what I'm trying to say? Nobody can. So this can give you a lot more than a 1-to-1. It could want to come all the way up here before reversing or just go long. So you never know. But this is a trade I would hold for a 1-to-1. This short position is a trade I would hold for much lower. That's just how I trade these markets. So let's keep waiting. Let's see if Nasdaq or gold can give us something. When we have a valid trade setup, I will come and I'll let y'all boys know. All right, so we could potentially have two setups here. And look, this is why I didn't take this long trade from earlier. Look, price is already coming down to stop us out. So why didn't I take this long trade even though we inversed this gap, we swept liquidity, we're above Asia session highs. This is just a pattern trade, y'all. Like unless you're actually looking, if your goal was to like do like a short little scalp, then by all means, great trade. But if your goal is to catch a trend, then you know how price likes to move, ups and downs. So I'm literally waiting for this down to take out this low. But hey, there's no low there. What low are you talking about? 3-minute low. I want this low here taken. If price just starts ripping up here, it is valid still. But I would like for us to go a little bit deeper. Why, Day? Why do you want us to go deeper? If anything, we need to come all the way down here. But I'm giving it grace to take out this low. Maybe tap this, what is that, Asia session high? Yep. And then continue higher. Whereas on gold, a potential entry is actually forming. I want this 3-minute gap inversed. If we look on the 5-minute, a clear rejection from this TT indicator. I want to see a displacement candle. It is getting a little closer to 8:30, so more than likely I will take this gold trade over the Nasdaq trade. But I just want to see how it reacts. If it does, I'll get into a short position, target these lows, maybe leave a runner to these lows. If gold gives us this short position. You know, gold could just start ripping higher. You know, it's gold. It does whatever it wants. So let's see. I really want longs from NQ. It's almost like so obvious on the 1-hour time frame. We've inversed this gap. This is just the bottom wick of the 1 hour to continue higher. Let's look at the 4 hour. Oh, 4 hour has 50 minutes left to close. It's so obvious. As well as this BPR here too. I really want shorts on gold. I mean on gold, yeah, I do want shorts on gold, and then I want longs on Nasdaq. Not right now. Come sweep this out. Okay, exactly what we wanted on Nasdaq is about to happen. We have 26 seconds till this candle closes. Risk about 1,500 on this trade. Well, obviously I'll cut this trade with the quickness. It doesn't look like we're gonna get the closure on this candle. It would be really nice if we did. Yeah, no, we're not getting it on that candle. That's fine. Let's look at Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq is clipped. Come on, gold. You're gonna reject, so you wanna go higher? I don't think you wanna go higher, gold. I really don't. I think you wanna go lower. Technically, on the 1-minute time frame, this 1-minute high should be protected. We shouldn't be trading above this high. Why? This high swept liquidity. here, broke structure lower here, so it should have shifted its momentum and carry out this trade to the downside like predicted. I really like this short trade on gold. See if it plays out. I'm giving gold room to breathe. The reason why I wouldn't put my stop loss like so tight here is because gold always gives deep retracements. Like, look at this. Like, you would think this is a bullish move, but no, it's a retracement. Like, gold always gives massive retracement. So once we inverse here, gold could literally do like this. It does it all the time. Like, look at the retracement right now. I haven't even given us the entry. So maybe it wants to come stop out all the 1 minute warriors. This high should be protected though. I don't want that high taken. I don't want this high taken. At all. Like, it screams red flag to me if it takes that high. No, Nasdaq, are you serious? I'm not taking that. That literally means the only option is gold. Now that I think about it, gold has inversed this 5 minute here. Inverse to the upside at first. I really think gold flushes. It's just a matter of getting this entry right. If I get in on the break of this candle, which by the way should be protected. Yeah, I'll do that. Going with 15 cons. Let's do that again. By going with 15 cons, I'm risking $1,500. And my TP, if it hits, is $2,430. If gold gives us our entry. Which I think it will. The 5 minute, like, I'm already supposed to be on this trade, in this trade. If I took a riskier entry up here. So I need to see how this 5 minute holds. Rejection out of this TT indicator. High, low, higher high, break. Reacting off the 15 minute FEG. I don't want this high taken. I don't like this. Good thing I'm not in this trade yet. Did Nasdaq just leave without us? No. I hope we just don't start chopping around. I am still very, very interested in this. Yeah. Let's go ahead and place that stop order. If we get triggered into this trade, we get triggered into it. And this would be my one trade of today. Doesn't look like we're going to get our entry. Let's look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq is bullshit. You know what's going to happen? Market's going to open. Nasdaq is going to do some dumb shit like this. And then fly. That's the only reason I'm not trying to long so high. Versus gold, I'm willing to short right now. If it gives it to us. This 5-minute FEG got to hold on gold. If it actually gets inverse to the upside, that's a bullish sign. And ultimately, this 1 minute high got to hold too. As you can see, this is why you always wait for an entry. Our gold trade just got wrecked. If we had gotten in, we would have been stopped out. So we're not in a gold trade. And am I going to take gold longs? Probably not. Because I'm expecting to take Nasdaq longs. And I'm not in this Nasdaq trade because it's way too close to 830, 820. And we're still accumulating. Yeah. 830 is going to open and we're either going to rip straight to TP or you're going to get the drawdown of your life. But best believe we are going up here on Nasdaq. Gold, I still want gold to go lower. I don't really know what it's doing. I do want gold to go lower. If gold gives another entry to the downside, then that'll be like phenomenal. But I really do want gold to go lower. I really think gold is bearish. I don't know why it's doing this. But we wait and we see. Okay, market's about to open. And I can already smell how NQ is going to react. Market opens in 1 minute, boom, we take out this low, and then we rip higher. Literally, that's what it's looking like. If we wanted to catch this, our stop would have to be pretty big. Oh. On the risk about... So this would be like 23 micros if you wanted to catch this. But like, we're going higher. This is the sweep we need. No, don't trade open, guys. Boom, rips. Rips, automatically skyrockets. Boom, like clockwork. Now it'll give a small retracement. That's the retracement. If this shit flips back bullish, I'm taking it. That's the retracement. Okay, so we wicked up, took everybody out, came down. Yeah, I like this. I like this setup. I don't want to risk 1,000. I'll go with 18 cons, 17 contracts. This will work. If we flip, we got to flip though. We got to continue going higher on this. We swept everything we need to sweep. Let's see the 5 minute. Yeah, even the 5 minute. There's nothing left for us here. Let's check gold. Actually, I don't want to take my eyes off this because then it'll just rip. Like, yeah, this is the bottom wick it needed, and then I think this shit got to flip bullish. NQ looks disgusting. But gold, on the other hand, doesn't look too bad. Yeah, NQ looks disgusting. I don't trust this one bit. Guys, this is the original gold trade. Okay, the 3 minute didn't close. This is that original gold trade that I wanted. So for me to take this gold trade, I need this closure here. That's why you always wait for the candle closure. I think we might get it. Come on, gold. We didn't get it. I mean, bro, NQ looks disgusting, bro. Like, this shit fell off a cliff. I really wanted, like, I wanted longs on NQ, we dumped, and I wanted shorts on gold, we longed. Like, what is going on? This is like pure pure manipulation, which is why we didn't long up here. I knew not to long because you would have had to go break even here, and then you got stopped out anyways. Yeah, this is just bad. I think gold is bullish. Like it's about to create like higher highs and higher lows. This is. I'll wait for NQ. This low should be protected because we already swept some form of liquidity. If my analysis is right today. Let's just wait for an entry. Oh, if we get this 3-minute long on NQ, I will be taking this. And this will be my one trade of today. Today has been a hectic day, but it's time for me to go to the gym. Let's see if we can get it NQ. If it starts displacing, I might get in a bit early. Yeah, I'm in that. It's a bit of a FOMO entry, but I'm in that. 13 contracts. Where is me risking about 1,500? Me risking 1,500 is right at this candle's body. So boom, I just saw 13 here, so I'm risking the same amount. I'm glad I got in early. Look at this. Boom. Where am I targeting? I'm targeting here. Can't lie. For a one to 1.5. All right, let's see how this trade plays out. If this trade wins, I will make $2,346, and if it loses, I will lose $1,540. So let's see. Off to the gym. Deuces, I'll let this play out for y'all. Oh, just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we get it or if we're going to get edged here. I am moving stops, obviously, to break even. Shall I close out? What are we at? 1,800. 1943. I'm moving stops here. I'm gonna just secure this. I don't care if it goes higher. 2,000, 2,028. Secure this. Keep trailing aggressively till my TP gets hit. Fuck. Says it took me out of. Boom. All right. I'm completely out of the trade there. It was a little weird. Completely out of the trade there. This was my entry, as y'all can see here. And this was my exit. Top tick exit, because now it's reversing. Guys, one trade a day. I was supposed to be on the gym. I didn't even know this trade was going to take that little time, but it did. Look, the trade ended up reversing. We caught it right in time. How much did we make today? We made $2,074 on the day. So Monday was break even. Tuesday, we did $2,074 and some cents or something like that. And then we still have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is the power of one trade a day. Off to the gym. See y'all boys tomorrow. Peace, 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 peace. Good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday, and we are doing the taking one trade a day challenge. And where are we currently? Monday, we took no trades. It was a bank holiday, nothing at all. Tuesday, we made a profit of $2,074. Today is Wednesday. I'll be trading the market with the exact same system, and I'll be taking just one trade a day today. And hopefully, depending on the day's outcome, we're either marking this whiteboard out in blue or we're marking it out in red. Y'all stay tuned to the end, man. I feel like we're about to catch a banger today, but it's not up to me. It's up to the markets. Let's trade, baby. All right, let's do some technical analysis here on GC and NQ. I see, let's look at what I see on GC here. Where are we coming from? Where are we going? GC has already broken structure to the downside here. So we are bearish. Did we sweep any form of liquidity to continue higher? No sweep at all. Wow, we could potentially target this low. Multiple lows below us. Multiple. Okay. Where are we currently at? We are currently at in this 1 hour bearish fair value gap. And where could we potentially go? Fill, reject. Boom. Let me look at NQ because that's the heavy. Wow. Wow. Okay. NQ, we are at all-time high markets. There is really nothing to mark out here. This is trading all-time highs. Hello. I mean, the good news is, guess what, guys? We're bullish. Okay, yeah. A reaction out of this fair value gap here would work. If it wants to do a deeper one, this would be the optimal trade entry for NQ. That's if it even chooses to, yeah. Let's see if we can get a continuation model. What is a sweep of liquidity here? What is this? Sweep, break. This low should be protected. I don't want this low taken no more. Well, on the 5 minute, we could do a higher time frame retracement. Because this doesn't look good. But we will wait and we will see if we can find some type of entry to keep the momentum on this challenge going. I want us to end the week all green so I can really show you all that it's possible. One trade a day will genuinely keep the 9 to 5 away. So I'll wait till I find a setup. When I find something worth taking, I'll let y'all boys know, and I'll show you obviously live in front of me, and let's do it. Guys, so this is NQ. that I'm looking at right now. I'm not shorting this. I don't care if it plays out. This is technically the strategy, London high, inverse fair value gap, but we are in bullish market. I don't care if this is the start of a retracement. I could honestly care less. I'm not shorting this market. It's a bullish all-time highs market. I'm just not gonna do it. So I'll let this trade go without me, and if it wins, it wins, and if it loses, it loses. It has nothing to do with me because I'm not in the trade. However, gold, on the other hand, I will short gold. If gold gives us this 15-minute FVG back to the downside after sweeping this liquidity up here, I will probably do something like this. Stops make it wide as hell, and TP1 perfect at a 1-to-1, and TP2 down here. Boom. This is what I'll take on gold. And Q, I'm not taking that. I don't care how far it dumps. I'm not taking that. To be fair, we do have like trend line, liquidity and stuff. Steep trend line. That's a lot of volume. But we are in a bullish market, guys. Like, don't short this. I think y'all get faked out, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see. I just wanted to come give y'all a quick update while I continue waiting for my setup. So this 15-minute setup on gold is currently taking place, and it looks amazing if we can get some type of candle closure. If we can, I'll take this sell. It doesn't look like we will, though. Yeah, we didn't. Let me look at GC. We didn't. XOU. Yeah, we didn't. I do want this sell. We didn't get the 15-minute closure, but we could get a 3. Damn, the 3, it's so far. It's like the 15-minute closure would have made it good. Now this trade might leave without us because we didn't get our confirmation. Like, I'm just not gonna take it. So we skipped out on 2 trades. One on NQ is probably printing. Oh no, y'all about to go get stopped out. Bro, I know this gold trade is gonna play out, but fuck me. It's gonna leave without us, isn't it? Guys, look. We didn't catch this trade because of 15 ticks. Oh, Lord. And then this is just worse. I mean, I can take this, but like, goddamn. I have a feeling we're gonna have some type of massive rejection to the upside. There's so much liquidity up above to take. So much. Damn, NQ. I'm not shorting Nasdaq. I do want to short gold though. If we give some type of entry. This is why you don't FOMO. We'll be back in drawdown. Guys, look at my screen, bro. My entry was so late. I was trying to get in on this trade right here, short position up here, but it wouldn't let me place my trade till all the way down here. Wow. This field was so bad. Like, look, this is where I was doing all my analysis on, and look, I'm trying to place a trade, and this was what kept happening. Market order rejected. Market order rejected. But I had to go find the right contract. MGC was a Q. And yeah, so now I am in this trade, but I'm just a lot heavier than I should be. But this is where I'm aiming for. on this gold trade, I guess. These lows. And then these lows as well. So I am still in this trade. Let's see how much I'll make still. About another 2K trade if TP hits. So let me place my stop loss and sell orders by 5. Go back to the 5-minute time frame. Which one's a 1-to-1? By 5 up here. And that's it for me. We had a bad entry. If I stay here, my emotions might probably spike through the roof and all of that. I don't really want that to happen. So I placed my trade. I'm going to let it play out, win or lose. If I lose on this trade, how much will I be losing? I want to risk about 1,500 per trade. 1 to 1.5, right? So about 1,530 per trade, which is all the way up here. And yeah. So if the trade wins, I'll make, if the trade wins, I will make $2,135. If the trade loses, I'll lose $1,500. Let's see. So remember, one trade a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. I'm out. Let this trade play out. All right, guys, this is that gold trade that we took. As you can see, we're deep in drawdown. Our stop loss is about to get hit. I just came back from the gym, and it's looking like this is going to be a losing trade. So I'm just going to go ahead and close my position out right now, and we're going to lose about $1,195. So we lost $1,195 on Wednesday minus 1,195. Boom. So Monday, break even. Tuesday plus 2,074. Wednesday minus 1,195. So we are roughly about, give or take, $1,000 in profit. Now, I could have went break even here, but I chose not to because I really want to show y'all the power of walking away. So yeah, sure, if I had gone break even here, I would have saved myself from a loss. But in the long run, me taking one trade a day and walking away will genuinely keep the 9 to 5 away. So far, up $1,000 on the week, and we still have Thursday and Friday left for us to make this a very, very profitable week. I'll see y'all boys tomorrow. Peace. It is day 4, Thursday, and today is where most traders break because the novelty's gone. There's no more dopamine from yesterday. That wore off. So now you're going to start inventing reasons that you want to possibly take a second trade today, especially if that trade loses. Because where are we at? Where are we at? Monday, we took 0 trades. Tuesday, $2,074, and Wednesday minus 1,195. If we were to lose again Thursday, we would be break even on this week. So what does that mean? That now you start second guessing your setups. Now you start wanting to revenge trade or over leverage, but not knowing that even if you take a loss on Thursday, Friday you take another loss, you only lost 1 hour. Versus if you win Thursday and you win Friday, you're probably up like 3 or 4 hours. But a lot of people don't like to do the future math like that. You're always worried about today. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did the previous days. Let's do our technical analysis for today. So, what's the first thing I do? Let's check news for today. We have news at 7:30. Cool. We have, what time is it right now? 7:10. We have more than enough time till 7:30 before we start getting worried about news. What are we doing on the charts? Where are we? So this is ridiculous. And Q failed to take out this low. So where are we coming from? We are coming from okay. And Q failed to take out this low. We're coming from a failed sweep. Where did we go? Into a 1 hour gap. Very, very important. Where did we go? Into a 1 hour gap. Also leaving a 1 hour gap. That literally means that like these two gaps will tell us the direction of the market for the day. Why? If we're bullish, this gap will fail. If we're bearish, this gap will fail. So, cool. Now that we've done that, obviously temporarily right now we are bearish, but overall we are bullish. So we actually need these gaps to tell us the direction of the market. If we move to the 5 minute time frame, what are we doing? Okay, it's like relative equal lows here. So we actually want to see either a sweep of London highs or a sweep of London lows to go in the opposite direction. Today might be easy. Okay. This high swept this high here. So this low-key is a swing high. So swing low. Okay, we are already in discount. Cool. So if we're bearish, we should react soon. Okay, that's NQ. Let me quickly look at ES. Yeah, I think ES continues this bearish momentum. Okay, now let's look at gold. Gold is extremely bearish. Look at our trade from yesterday. This was our stop loss. Yeah, we got cooked yesterday. Let's remove all these fancy drawings. Let's do some bearish. Guys, can you tell? Where are we coming from? We're coming from this fancy dandy sweep. We haven't taken out the objective. I think gold might be cleaner today. Fancy sweep. Break of structure. Where is discount? Fib. Discount is up here along with OTE. That literally means this one, our FEG, is our GOAT. Not this one. So what does that mean? Drop down to the 5-minute time frame. Boom. Previous session London lows. This is where we want a reaction from. Not really this. But guess what, guys? If gold does this, we will take it. But if gold does this, we will also take it. So we have a direction for both sides of the market. But I will not take this. Not taking that. All right. That's all my analysis for today. Golly, I'm so sore. That's all my analysis for today. I'll check back in with y'all when we have some type of setup brewing on either gold or NQ. I think I'm going to try a stab at some longs here on Nasdaq. 13. What a late entry. I want to try some longs here. Okay. So 28. And y'all boys know the drill. There's my 1-to-1. So maybe I can get rid of 20. How much did I make? I'll make about 1,700 on this trade if it wins. I wanted to get in literally here, but it took so long to calculate risk. All right, now I'm gonna let this trade play out, and if it wins, if it loses, not my problem. This would be our one trade of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, TP just absolutely got destroyed. That is how you do it, boys. $1,764 on this trade. We are one and done. Thursday, how much did we make? Plus 1,000. Ooh, got the dollar sign. $1,764. One and done, baby. Quick 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Why did I do this? I'll explain the reasoning for this trade. 5-minute fair value gap got inversed. I didn't take it immediately. I wanted to wait to see if we wanted to do a stop rate. We didn't, and we came back in and closed. We didn't close above the inverse again. It was a little tricky, but I still decided to take it anyways. And we had blown past these London highs, and it looked like we were shifting momentum to bullish. I wouldn't be surprised if this high gets taken. In fact, that's where I want to get taken. That would have been where my TP2 would have been. But I wanted to get my 1-to-1 and get out because we were trading around market open, which is a little bit riskier. But let's do the math, guys. On Tuesday, we made $2,074. Then on Wednesday, we lost $1,195. And then on Thursday, we made, which is today, $1,764. We are up $2,643 in 1 week. What other industry do you know where taking one trade a day every single day can get you there? Now, guys, guess what? Tomorrow is Friday. And Friday, win or lose. We are up on the week. We've already beat the challenge. This has become a profitable week. That is the power of one trade a day. We don't let the one loss on Wednesday affect us. We don't. We take it to the chin. We come back Thursday and we get our get back. Guys, look, this is why I went for a 1-to-1. Look at that candle flip. That's exactly why I went for a 1-to-1. There's nothing wrong with 1-to-1s if you understand the concept of why you're taking it. See y'all boys on Friday. Peace, man. Today is Friday. This is the last day of the challenge. And I wanted to take a moment to really look back at the entire week and how it works and how I was lied to for so very long about what it truly takes. It only takes one. This is how a profitable week should look like. You don't place a trade one day, bank holiday, FOMC, CPI, whatever it is, you don't have to trade. The next day you take a dub, a good one, a fat dub. That's going to anchor your whole week. As long as you don't lose as much as your fat dub, you'll be straight that week. The next day, you take a loss. You have two options. Are you going to revenge trade, over leverage on the next setup, force a win back? Or are you going to take the loss to the chin and walk away? Thursday, you recover your loss back and some, which leaves Friday. Now, if I don't trade today, I completed this challenge profitably. If I do trade today and I lose, I completed this challenge profitably. And if I do trade today and I win, I completed this challenge profitably. Let's get right into today's charts, man. Let's see what we can catch today. All right, let's see what we're looking at. This is gold. Usually start off on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, gold is ultra bullish. This is our field. Ultra bullish today. Okay, I skipped a step. This is where we're going, but where are we coming from? This was supposed to be a protected high that just got broken. So, ultra bullish. Where are we? We are a couple ticks away from the end of this trendline liquidity, so I do know we're going to go there. But where could we potentially go before we go there? Trendline liquidity here. If it breaks it, this is its target. Therefore it moves. I don't think a fib will be necessary today. I'm not expecting this deep of a retracement before going higher, because gold just likes to rip. If anything, we might even respect this trend line and go higher. A lot of you hate on trend lines, but they work. Yeah, I'll just delete this so I don't clutter off my screen. Tiny little FEG in there. It could honestly react off of this Asia session low. Yeah, we really could. We could react off of this Asia high, my bad, and continue higher. Ooh, are these equal lows? Let's check XAU USD. Yeah, those are equal lows. Let's check NQ. Q's trading at all-time highs, man. Okay, relative equal highs with all-time highs. NQ, clearly bullish. I mean, is there anything I gotta do? We're clearly bullish. We're trading all-time highs. So if you want to go short, I need this to take all-time highs and displace like very aggressively, because I just don't like shorting all-time high markets. It's not smart. Yeah, I would want to see. These are equal lows. I want to see these taken or something. Or London lows taken. Well, gold looks like it might give us a setup soon. I just don't like how. Yeah, in the 15-minute gap as well. It looks promising. Let's just see what it decides to give us. Once we get a setup, I'll take it, and we'll see how the outcome of today goes. All right, I'm seeing a potential trade here on NQ that I will take. I want to risk about $1,000 on this trade. If we do get it, go for like these highs. Okay. At these lows, it'll be 1,500. My original risk. At these lows, it'll be 1,000. That's good for me. Yeah, I'll take this setup in 20 seconds if this candle close. If we get this candle closure. Slow down, NQ. X, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm in that. This is where I got filled. Here, I'm risking about $1,000. All right. So if TP hits, I'm making 1.6K on this trade. Last trade of the day, of the week. Last trade of the challenge. Let's see how it plays out. I don't want to see this get inverse. Let me check on the 5-minute. Yeah, I think it'll be best to put my stop loss at this low. For sure. There's about a 1-to-1. I'll sell 20 here. And then 6 here. All right, I'm done watching this trade. I'm gonna let it play out. I'm out. I am officially moving stops here to break even. I do not want to lose on this trade. And TP, are you gonna give it to me? What? Whoa. This just completely edged my TP. Are we serious right now? Oh, this isn't good. I just got edged, but let's see if I can teach you all a lesson right here. Doesn't matter if you get edged, that just means price was not meant to hit your TP at the moment. So your best bet is to wait and suffer the consequences of whatever the market wants to give you. Whether that's going to go all the way down and hit your break even, or whether that's going to reverse and give you the TP that you do deserve. But either way, the market was not meant to hit this high on this candle. Maybe it's meant to hit it on this candle, or maybe it's supposed to reverse all the way down to break even, which I would hate if it did before now hitting my TP. But it's not up to me. It's up to the market. All I can do is best manage risk, which I have done. I am at break even here. Price has taken out this low. I wanted to bounce from this low. This low here is max pain. I don't even want it to get here, but it looks like it will. Man, what a crazy edge. Check on the 3-minute. Yeah, that's a crazy edge, gold or Nasdaq. But it could come here, react off this 3-minute. Once this 3-minute starts like getting traded through, then I'll get out of this position. Just watching. Up $1,300. There we go. There we go. Hit it. Hit it. Boom. Let's go. One trade a day. All I took was one trade every single day. I don't even care if my new TP hits. I don't even care. How much did those 20 cons make me? Oh, no, hell no. How much did those 20 contracts make me? $1,270. $1,270 on that trade. I'm going to go ahead and manage risk, and I'm going to sell 6 positions. I don't want to give back too much profits because Nasdaq is ripping. I don't want us to reject off of this. If we reject off of this, I'm closing. If this candle flips, I'm closing for sure. If the candle doesn't flip, I'll move my stops down to this low so it can have enough time to, like, I only want to close if this candle's flipping. If this candle's not flipping, I'm not closing. Good. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, what a trade. Yeah, I'm securing this. I'm securing this. We just made $1,652.58. What a week. What a week. We just made $1,652 and how much? 68 cents. Guys, this is all true. This is all true. The power of one trade a day. One trade a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. Guys, let's really take a look at this number, right? On Monday, we didn't place a trade. Tuesday, we made $2,074. This became our anchor of the week, right? So as long as we can keep our losses smaller than $2,074 while keeping our winners at least our losses with 1-to-1s, you'll be profitable. Wednesday, we lost. That's okay, it happens. Minus 1,195, minus 1,195. Thursday, we won, plus 1,764, plus 1,764. And Friday, we won, plus $1,652.68. The total on the week is $4,270. and $95.68. I remember when trading was so hard for me, and now I'm making YouTube videos, just making $4,000 in a week. I remember when I used to just want to make $100. I do want to give all glory and honor back up to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, none of this is possible. This is his doing in my life. He's continuously changing my life with this skill sets that he has given me to learn. If you want to learn how to day trade, give your trading back up to God. He will instill the discipline, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the willpower to continue going. Guys, those are the real results that you can get when you build this level of discipline, where you only take one trade a day, no matter what. But what happens when that discipline breaks? Because that's actually what happened to me one morning when I accidentally went completely off the plan. I accidentally clicked the wrong contract, and in literally like 60 seconds, I was at risk of blowing every single funded account that I owned and watching 3 months of profit just disappear with one single click. You see, now that mistake ended up turning into one of the biggest paydays in my entire trading career. So make sure you check out this next video where I share the full story on how that happened and the 3 lessons I pulled out of it that completely changed how I handle every position now. See y'all boys in the next one. Peace.